Good afternoon and welcome to the match which comes to you live from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the big London derby between Chelsea or Tottenham against Chelsea, our big game this afternoon. After today's game, live here on the match, our first one back for many a long year, we will bring you all the goals from yesterday, extended highlights of three crucial games, including Manchester City against Leeds. We've also got for you Everton against Newcastle, and we've also got a terrific Midlands derby yesterday, which involved 4 goals, a red card, and a missed penalty between Wolves and West Brom. A cracking Black Country derby, plus all the other goals from yesterday, including 1 or 2 coupon busters. I will say no more than that, and a Jamie Vardy hat-trick to boot. So we're all set to go then at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for our first live match. 38 live games we have you on the JB Sports Network. The match is absolutely back. JB here in the presenter's chair. Let's get over to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium commentary box. Well, waiting for us is our match commentator, as he will be for all 38 matches this season. It's John Stuttard. Yes, thank you, JB, and welcome to you all from the commentary box here at a very packed Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the first match of the last season here on JB Sports, and the first one of 38. Let's hope here in the sunshine here in early August we give you a Sunday afternoon treat to remember. A London derby, a fierce London derby, and as JB was saying before the start, at the end we'll bring you the whole of the fixtures from Friday and yesterday. But let's have a look at the Spurs lineup with Doherty, Alderweireld, Dyer and Ben Davies at the back alongside Hugo Lloris. And then further forwards you've got Harry Kane there, supported by a midfield of Højbjerg and Winks in the 2 centre midfield roles, with Mora, Lo Celso and Son the attacking 3. Frank Lampard's Chelsea have been busy. Nearly 300 million have been spent running his side together, and here it is with Kappa and Risa Balaga in goals, as per Quetta, Christensen, Zuma and Alonso at the back, Kante and Jorginho in the midfield, Kai Havertz, Robin Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount further forward with Thibaut Werner. In fact, Havertz and Werner start this afternoon and make their full debuts. We're all set to go then, and a lovely warm Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 60,000 inside this beautiful new arena here, and hopefully we'll have a cracker to bring you live here on JB Sports. This is Ruben Loftus-Cheek for Chelsea. Jorginho getting it forward, and Havertz is there on the far side. Really well there, he's played that in there, the former Leverkusen man looking for Timo Werner. 30 goals last year for Red Bull Leipzig as they challenged the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich at the top of the Bundesliga. Lampard has really been out shopping all summer long. Here's Werner again. Werner's shot! Well held again by Lloris. It was a miracle at all with Chelsea's embargo and the transfer window last season. They managed to finish 4th place. Tottenham limped into 6th place, but they're under the managership, of course, of Mr. Mourinho, and he'll stand no nonsense. Jorginho now for Chelsea. And still Loftus-Cheek. That's one towards that penalty area like a ban out of hell. Havertz playing it in there. Now Højbjerg, a new signing from Southampton, looking for Harry Kane. He's broken his duck now, scoring in August. So I'm trying to make something of it, but Lo Celso wasn't on his wavelength. Now Kante to Loftus-Cheek. Kante again. 13 minutes gone here at the new White Hart Lane, and here's Kante running forward for Chelsea. And Kante might get in there, and it's a super goal! N'Golo Kante for Chelsea. With less than a quarter of an hour gone, Chelsea strike a beautiful goal here to get their season up and running. 14 minutes on the clock. And here it is again. Poor really from Spurs. The marking was dreadful. And Kante went straight through and smashed it past Lloris, who may have got a glove on that. But no more. Chelsea in the lead. And a terrific start for Chelsea and for Frank Lampard and for that man there in your picture. And N'Golo Kante. So it's Spurs 0, Chelsea 1, 15 minutes played. And here's Mora. Nobody really waiting in the middle. Look at Mount here, unmarked on the near side here. Great challenge there by Doherty. Former Wolves man, of course. Scored a winner, incidentally, in a great game against Manchester City for Wolves last season. And it's set Lucas Moura on his way. Now then, can he make it 1-1? No! Arisa Balaga saves Chelsea. Great comeback this from Spurs. And that is a great save. Mourinho can scarcely believe it against his old side. Come on, you Spurs, it's the cry. Here comes the corner. Here's Werner. There's only one. Oh, Werner's away! And everyone's been. And it's just Werner against Lloris. And Lloris has saved Spurs for the moment anyway. And that's kept them in the game even at this early stage, halfway through the first half. Great bit of defending. Now Spurs have it at the other end. Lo Celso. Still a chance here, Lo Celso. Can he get to the line line? He can. Okay, trying to put Arisa Balaga under a little bit of pressure. The big Chelsea goalkeeper did well. Spurs will let it go for a throw. Mora. And Marcus Alonso now for Chelsea. Loftus Cheek. Eric Dyer. Son Heung-min. Nice reverse ball into the path of Kane. What can England captain do here this time? Went to back here a little bit here, Spurs. That's a strange ball by Højbjerg to play. Straight into no man's land and back into Chelsea possession. Werner has it. Now Mount. Half an hour gone here at White Hart Lane. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Chelsea 1. Goal kick Tottenham. Have a tricky little trip next week to West London, in fact, to one of Chelsea's more local rivals, Fulham, back in the Premier League. We'll find out how they got on down at Brighton yesterday in our full-time highlights. Once this game's over with, here's Mora. He's got support. Kane with a shot! Tremendous save by Arisa Balaga. Kane created a chance for himself, got it out from under his feet, good skill. But Arisa Balaga, it was a good eye for him, and a good save by the Chelsea man. Son's corner. Kane lurking, and the volley! Højbjerg, I think. Straight down Kepa Arisa Balaga's throat, but even so, it was a tremendous volley. As we're going to the final 10 minutes of the first half here, the match live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And between half-time and between the two halves, we'll go for a quick break and bring you a trailer for next week's edition of the match. You'll find out who will be playing on our show next week live. Of course, JB will remind you at the end of the show of the quick shearers. We see Kepa there with a save. It's the men from Stamford Bridge who lead by a goal to nil. Kante now from the short corner. They get another one, Chelsea. Well, I think the Chelsea fans, it's fair to say, are cock-a-hoop at the moment. Mason Mount with another corner. It's going to be a long one this time. 5 minutes to the break. That way by Son, and then the header over. Goal kick. Kai Havertz with the attempt to head it in from about, 16 yards. And got it all wrong, and he went like a rocket over the crossbar. Alderweireld. They just haven't really got their passing game going as much as they would have liked to. Of course, Spurs were subject to a documentary on Amazon Prime, All or Nothing. Really revealing insights into how Mourinho ticks in the dressing room. Never been seen before. I'd love to put one on his former players at Stamford Bridge. But again, that final ball, just like in Mora, just couldn't quite keep it in play. 2 other minutes at the end of a highly competitive first half. Goal by N'Golo Kante on the 14th minute mark. There's Jorginho now for Chelsea. Doherty getting back there. So losing out. Kane intercepts. And a half-time whistle goes. So Chelsea in the lead. Thanks to a terrific goal after 14 minutes by N'Golo Kante. That's the goal scorer. And that's his goal that separates the two sides. We'll be back for the second half, but it's Chelsea 0. Oh, Spurs 0, Chelsea 1. Welcome back to the second half on the match with me, John Stottard, in the commentary box. Don't forget, with JB at the end of the show, at the end of this game. I'll show you all the goals from the weekend's other games. Reading a real cracker at Molineux yesterday. Bit of a shock at the Etihad Stadium, but I'll say no more than that. Here in this game, as we go into the 5th minute of the second half, Chelsea leading by a goal to nil. And here's Loftus-Cheek on the ball. Can Frank Lampard do it again? Oh, Loftus-Cheek! And he gets his shot away, and it's just wide. Spurs making the same mistakes again. And this time not being punished for it. Chelsea at home to Manchester City next week. Kai Havertz. Aspilicueta. And the shot back in. Good save. And another one. It's 2. And it's Mason Mount who's got it. And Chelsea are off to a fire here at Tottenham. 2-0 they lead. There's the cross. It was Mount with the first effort. Brilliantly parried by Lloris, but he could do little about the follow-up, the rebound. Tremendous little volley there. And the Chelsea Academy player who's come through the ranks over at Stamford Bridge. Had a really good season last year. And has got a good start to this season as well. 10 minutes into the second half. It's 2-0 to Chelsea. And Spurs now with it all to do. As we restart the match once again. Going away to Kai Havertz there. You don't want to be doing that. Davis. And then, what can the England captain do here? What a big chance this for Tottenham! Yes! It's Harry Kane! And it's game on! Spurs are back in it, 2-1. The England captain gets his first goal of the season. And it's a crucial one for Spurs. Smashes it hard past Arisa Baloga. And Spurs are back in it, 2-1. 58 minutes gone. Almost a quarter of an hour into the second half. 2 goals in about 4 minutes. And Chelsea have been pegged back to 2-1.
Number 10, Harry Kane.
And that gives a little bit of hope now for the Spurs supporters. But it's Chelsea on the attack now with Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho. That's a fantastic challenge, and here goes Lucas Moura. Kane, oh, no foul. I thought the referee there would have given it there, but he hasn't. And it's Werner for Chelsea. There might be a little bit of an uproar if Chelsea score here. Azpilicueta. And a tremendous save by Hugo Lloris. Wasn't certain whether it was going inside of the post or not. Spurs captain couldn't be sure. I think it was just drifting wide there. He sliced the shot, but Lloris couldn't have been certain and couldn't take no chances. Chelsea's corner.
Substitution for Chelsea.
And they're going to have to wait for a second because Ruben Loftus-Cheek's coming off. Mateo Kovacic comes on. But he'll be glowing inside if his team can hang on. 25 minutes to go. Plus stoppages. And in comes the corner. Good header away towards goal by Alonso, and a tremendous pluck from the air by Hugo Lloris. Winks. Well, Spurs had a very good situation there. I feel the referee could have come back to that. Meanwhile, Stephen Bergwijn's going to come on for Tottenham. I'm not so sure whether that was even a foul, although I think the Spurs player was lucky with that a little bit. The referee should have just played on. Mourinho won't be too impressed because it means Chelsea have brought a lot of bodies back. But I think they had a really good situation going on the left hand side there. Mount away from Doherty. 20 minutes to go. Still anybody's game this. This goal's going to be crucial now. Chelsea get it. I fear it's game over for Tottenham. They've got a corner to defend Spurs. Can he get another one? Mount to take it. Might go short, in fact. Yes, Kovacic's laying it in. And a shot on a volley. Kovacic again. A game of head tennis going on in there, and Højbjerg gets it away. So, but he couldn't hold it up there. There wasn't much in, I suppose, in the way of support. It's a good challenge, mind you. And here's Højbjerg. Harry Kane. Celso is in support. So too is Højbjerg. And so too is Bergwijn! Yes! It's 2-2! Steven Bergwijn! What a substitution by Mourinho! And there's 15 minutes to go! The flag stay down, and he smashes it in by Arisa Baloga. It's Tottenham 2, Chelsea 2. Tremendous game of football. And Steven Bergwijn with the equaliser. And what a turn up for the Bucks. Chelsea were 2 up and coasting. And now Spurs are backing in at 2-2. And there's still 13 minutes to go in this game, so a winner could still easily come for either of these two sides. Here's Havertz for Chelsea. Tremendous classic we brought you here on the match this afternoon. Tremendous Sunday afternoon's entertainment here. 4 goals and tremendous entertainment. And there still could be more. Harry Kane. The dummy behind the so-so. In turn gives it to Chelsea. 8 to go. And Havertz is offside. Yes, just strayed a yard, maybe half a yard offside. Hunt's coming off for Chelsea. They're going to waste a little bit of time here. And it's going to be Callum Hudson-Odoi who's going to enter the fray now. So young men. Down there. Big chance now. Kane! Great save by Arita Balaga. And that would have completed a remarkable Tottenham comeback. Of all intents and purposes. Kante. Havertz. Still going. Kai Havertz. Good save. And it's now with Chelsea with Hudson-Odoi. And Hudson-Odoi again. Gets it back again and then Kovacic tries the shot. Spurs typically trying to get it away now. Son. To Kane. To Lo Celso. Into Kane once more. Son is on the overlap. He went to go inside there, Harry Kane. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. 5 minutes. Well, we see another late twist in the tail here at Tottenham here this afternoon. Lo Celso losing out. Halfway through those 5 minutes. Kante. Tremendous challenges played in there. A tremendous game of football. Even if it ends 2-2. We've had tremendous entertainment. Spurs looked at him, buried it 2-0 down. But Kane and Bergwijn have saved the day. Alonso, final whistle. And what a good way to kick off the match. A tremendous full-blooded 2-2 draw between two London rivals who really gave it their all for 90 minutes this afternoon. Chelsea in front through Kante, then doubled the lead in the second half through Mason Mount. Kane pulled one back soon after for Spurs. And then 15 minutes from the end, Steven Bergwijn rescued a 2-2 draw. We'll be back with the rest of the weekend's goals after the break. Final score, Tottenham 2, Chelsea 2. Welcome back to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where Spurs and Chelsea on the match this afternoon have drawn 2-2. Right, now to the rest of the weekend's action. We've got extended highlights of Wolves and West Brom, the Black Country derby. First of all, we'll show you Man City and Leeds, and a few shocks along the way for the likes of Liverpool and one or two other teams as well. Plus a Jamie Vardy hat-trick. In the roundup, the half-hour goals roundup with John Stoddard.
Welcome to the Etihad Stadium.
Hernandez for Leeds. Bamford. Hernandez. Good confident start. And here's Bamford. Big chance for Leeds. Bamford should have scored. Patrick Bamford, whose goals got them into the Premier League last season, should have scored there at the start of this season at the Etihad Stadium. And what a start that could have been for Leeds United. Rodri. Mahrez involved. Oh, lovely play. Riyad Mahrez. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, terrific save from point blank range. De Bruyne. Jesus. And he's got away from Ayling. Jesus. Metzler makes the save. Metzler makes the save there for Leeds. Jesus got a bit lucky when getting away from Ayling, but Metzler made a fantastic save at the near post. Perhaps not happy at the moment. It's a corner kick to be taken by Raheem Sterling. And Rodri's there, and Metzler again across. And makes another smart save for Leeds. That's a good ball to De Bruyne. Man City go to Stamford Bridge next up. And here's Sterling. Could be trouble here for Leeds. Raheem Sterling, good save. Tremendous save again by Metzler. Phillips. 20 minutes left to play. Here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo still there. And there's been a foul committed off the ball. It's a penalty against Mendy. Leeds United have a penalty kick. Yellow card to Benjamin Mendy. This is what happened. It was off the ball as Rodrigo shot. And I think you'll find that that was a trip. Well, it's going to be Rodrigo against Edison for Leeds. And Leeds have scored. And what a moment this is. For Leeds United, Rodrigo scores. And Benjamin Mendy will hang his head in shame. What was he thinking at giving the penalty away? Rodrigo stepped up, cool as you like, sent the sprawling Edison the wrong way. And what a turn up this is. Manchester City 0, Leeds United 1. It's Rodrigo. Here's Mahrez now. Try to pull the ball back, but it's hooked away once more. Here's Jesus. Still Gabriel Jesus. Oh, what a good run. Jesus, 1-1. It's parity for Manchester City. Leeds are in front for only 3 minutes. And the Etihad Stadium, I wager, will be full of relief more than celebration. Lovely solo goal. Went round the defender. Metzler was the man to beat, and he beat him superbly. He's had a superb game, the Leeds keeper, but could do little about it. And it's all square at the Etihad Stadium. Phillips. Oh, that looks a harsh decision against Rodri, I have to say. I felt he took the ball there. Referee's not going to punish him further, but I didn't think it was a free kick. I think he takes the ball cleanly here off Phillips. Whether it was a dangerous tackle or not, I'm not so sure. I think that's a foul. I don't think that's a foul. Anyway, Matthias Klitsch is going to come off, and Tyler Roberts, number 11, is going to have 10 minutes at the Etihad Stadium as Leeds, a little fortunate perhaps to get a free kick. Well, they're going to take Rodri off, and Phil Foden will come on now as Pep Guardiola shakes his back looking for the winner. It's Calvin Phillips with the free kick for Leeds, and that's a good free kick. Oof! Not far wide of the target from Calvin Phillips. Did really well there. Maybe just drifted a little bit off target a little bit, but still not a bad free kick. And Manchester City, for the moment anyway, survive. And Edison will take the goal kick. One apiece. We've had 81 and a bit minutes. And that's a bad mistake from Edison. Can Rodrigo punish him? Yes, he can! Leeds have been gifted a lead back. What was Edison playing at? Rodrigo celebrates and soaks Bielsa with absolute lay on his face. And Edison, normally so dependable, makes a schoolboy error, an elementary mistake, and is punished big time for it. Manchester City 1, promoted Leeds United 2. This is turning into a turn-up for the Bucks job here at the Etihad Stadium. City going charging forward now with Mahrez. We're into 6 added minutes. Gundogan, the substitute. Sterling with a shot charged away. Now Phillips. And City have thrown so many men forward now they could be caught short at the back. Here's Rodrigo looking for the hat-trick. Here comes Edison. Here comes Lewis. And Costa will put it in the empty net. And Leeds will win. And City bodies are down on their knees, on their chests, crestfallen, and they can't believe it. And Leeds United are going to get a sensational result at the Etihad Stadium. The ball broke kindly to Costa, who finished it off, but it was Rodrigo who broke the offside trap. Forced a mistake from Edison. The ball came loose, and Costa made no mistake. The final whistle goes, and we've got a real shock on the first game of the season. Manchester City have been beaten by 3-1 by Marco Bielsa's Leeds United. 2 goals for Rodrigo. What a moment for him on Premier League debut. City had chances. Jesus pulled one back, and then a goal from Costa at the end sealed the deal. Great result for Leeds United. A turn up here. Man City 1, Leeds 3.
Thank you for attending today's match. Please welcome our...
Well, this should be a feisty game here at Molineux, and here's Jimenez! Oh, what a save that is from Sam Johnston. That's a great save. This Black Country derby has gone off to a terrific start. Jimenez's shot, and Johnston sees it all the way and manages to flick it round the post. That would have been a great start for Wolves. 11 minutes gone, the Black Country derby. It's a rainy Molineux this afternoon. Oh, that's given away to Levermore. Now Pereira, big chance here for West Bromwich Albion, and back in the Premier League for the first time in 2 years. Pereira shoots, oh, it's wide. And West Brom now have had a great opportunity here. Pereira with the shot, he's passed Patricio, but it goes wide of the target. Another chance goes up again in this Black Country derby. 26 minutes gone, and it's a terrific Black Country derby between these two sides. And a good ball in Neto! 1-0 Wolves! First blood in the derby to Wolverhampton Wanderers! Traore with a tremendous crossback, and Neto smashing it in! And the Wolves supporters are delighted about this. Lovely football, first time cross, and Neto with a left foot, fearsome first time shot. And Wolves take the lead against their local Midland rivals. And what a fillip for them. It's 1-0. Oh, and now Livermore for West Brom. Romain Sawyers. Diagana. That's sweet skills by Diagana. And a chance here. Saved by Patricio. Carl Robinson! He's equalised! It's 1-1! And what a derby match this is turning into now! Callum Robinson! He hugs his manager Slaven Bilic! And it's a big, big goal for West Bromwich Albion! Diangana with the run! He was virtually untracked! Patricio made the save! But it came to Callum Robinson from no more than 6 yards out, volleys it in with the left foot, and the Baggies are back in it! 1-1 here in the Black Country derby! Now Johnny Otto, Saiss, Martinho, lovely football around the corner this from Wolves. Here's Traore. Oh, what, and slipped back one by as if he wasn't there, and a tremendous shot, and matched only by a tremendous save from Sam Johnston. Adama Traore there, 10 out of 10. Beat O'Shea, bunny hopped him, then got his shot away. It looked to be going in, but Sam Johnston made a truly world-class save. Corner of the Wolves. And it's João Martinho with it. And then Saiss! Wide! Well, this is a tremendous derby match here at Molineux. Wolves have had 2 chances here within a few seconds, but have missed both of them. Livermore now for West Brom. We're right towards the end. Livermore goes down. It's a free kick to West Brom. Now this would be an absolute turn-up for the books if they were to snatch a goal here. Wolves, of course, have got to go to Old Trafford next weekend. That should be a cracking match up at Old Trafford. It's a 3 kick to West Bromwich Albion. Pereira to take it. Chips it in there towards Diangana. Headed out to only half away. Coutinho away. Furlong will pick up the loose ball. Pereira now for the Baggies. 1-1 in the derby. We're into 5 minutes of stoppage time. And that's a tremendous save. And knocked away, not very well. And Diangana's been fouled. It's a penalty to West Brom. Willie Bolly has fouled his man. And will get a yellow card. And West Bromwich Albion have a chance here on their return to the Premier League to go in front of Molineux. This is a moment to possibly cherish for the Baggies fans. Over on the far side, it's going to be Pereira to take it. And what a moment this could be for West Bromwich Albion. International, he's headed over the crossbar. Can you believe that? He did everything right, but keep the shot down, and it sails fractionally over the crossbar. And missed opportunity for West Bromwich Albion. And Wolves survive. We're deep inside those 5 minutes. Here's Bolly, but he's lost out. Diangana, he's been fouled by Bolly, who's only just been booked. Now what will the referee do here? Andy Madley, he will show him a second yellow, and it's a red card for Willie Bolly. And Wolves, having just survived the penalty, are now down to 10 men for the remainder of the game, right on the stroke of half time. And that was a silly challenge. Both yellows were silly from Willie Bolly. And there's a chance there for West Bromwich Albion. We've played 57 minutes of a tremendous derby. 2 goals, a missed penalty and a red card. Here's Livermore for West Bromwich Albion. Still Jake Livermore. Still Jake Livermore. Still Jake Livermore over the bar. And he knows he should have kept this down. It was a great piece of skill, but the shot just couldn't be finished. And now a chance here for Jimenez. Great save. And turned away for a corner kick. Neto was closing in there for Wolves. The crowd here. Oh, some of them here at Molineux, you can barely look. And that's how fiercely competitive this game has been. João Moutinho with the corner. Say it up again. It's a bit up and under. Neto might get there, but now we could have a break on here for West Brom. But Wolves have possession. And they'll attack West Brom again with Connor Cody. Oh, what a great run this is! It's Connor Cody! Good save by Johnston! And West Brom stay in the game. The 10 men close to taking the lead. Now West Brom counter-attack, and suddenly it's Charlie Austin, and now Pereira, and Pereira's through, and this could be a big moment for West Bromwich Albion. Pereira's still there. Pereira, he scored! And scored for West Bromwich Albion. This is a turn-up for the books. Pereira, who missed the penalty on the stroke of half-time, has done it, and has made up big time. West Brom lead in the derby through Patricio's legs. The 10 men find themselves 2-1 down, and newly promoted West Bromwich Albion are in absolute dreamland. What a moment for the Baggies. Neto's come off for Wolves, and Daniel Prudence is on. 3 minutes for Wolves to save a point here from this, and Jimenez is through. He's away from Bartley. It's Jimenez now. Could it be 2-2? It is! Wolves are able! Jimenez! What a game this is turning out to be! Raul Jimenez! Cole Bartley left for dead, and Sam Johnson, who's performed heroics in that West Brom goal, could do nothing about it. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, West Bromwich Albion 2. There's a minute to go. What a finish. We're into the final minute of stoppage time, and here comes the substitute, Daniel Prudence to one. What a save that is by Sam Johnston, and a giant gets it away, and Andy Madley blows to the end of the game. Well, what a dramatic Black Country derby we've just witnessed here this afternoon. Both Bilic and Nuno Sancho shake hands. Wolves took the lead through Neto, then the equaliser, then a missed penalty. And then Pereira put West Brom in the lead. It was at that point we're down to 10 men, but then Jimenez at the end levelled it up. Prudence could have won it at the end, but it's honours even in the Black Country. It's finished 2-2.
Welcome to Anfield. Will you please make some noise?
To add to this big shock at Manchester City yesterday, there was a bigger shot to come at Anfield. Not before Roberto Firmino were giving Liverpool the lead. This man always seems to score against Burnley. He's always scored against the Clarets in any sort of game that he's played in. And it looked as if on current form, or you would have thought with the balance of the two sides, that this would be would open the floodgates to a comfortable Liverpool victory. Little did the Anfield faithful know that this wasn't going to be the case. It was a good close range finish and nothing that Ben Mee could have done there on the line to stop it. But Burnley were unperturbed, and not too long later, around about the 17th minute mark, Chris Wood, the New Zealand international, went straight through the middle, smashed it past Allison into the net, and it was all square again. And all you could hear at Anfield at that point was barely a pin drop. Only 2,500 Burnley supporters who were, let's face it, they were going cock-a-hoop at this stage. 1-1 at Anfield. It was the same scoreline in the corresponding fixture last season. As Burnley at that point were the only side to actually take a point from the champions-elect that season. And then the champions were dealt an absolute body blow, but not before Dwight McNeil missed a golden opportunity to sink them before that, putting a shot wide. But then the knockout blow for the champions came 6 minutes from time. Taylor with a lovely cross into the back post, Wood volleyed in, and Burnley snatched all 3 points. One of the shocks of opening day. It happened earlier this afternoon here over at Anfield. A real coupon buster if anybody saw it coming. Great performance from Burnley. Threadbare squad or not, they still got that famous fighting spirit, and that spirit will have to stand them in good stead for the remainder of the season. Let's just hope the Clarets don't pick up too many injuries. But a bad day at the office for the champions, beaten on their own patch, 2-1 by Sean Dyche's men. At the London Stadium today, it was the Jamie Vardy show. Early doors, 11 minutes, 12 minutes gone. He taps in from an Jose Perez cross from short range, empty net, and cue the mannequin. Yes, that celebration back in full swing again this season. There were suspicions that he may have been offside here, but the linesman kept his flag down. No VAR in the Premier League. The goal was allowed to stand. On the stroke of half time, Vardy made it 2. Again, good running down the right by Jose Perez. The cross back, and there was Vardy to hammer it in by the penalty spot. It was 2-0. And from the mannequin, we have the birds flapping celebration. He doesn't just specialise in goal celebrations, he specialises in goals, Vardy. That was the second of what was going to be his hat-trick. And it came during in the second half. Barnes played in with a lovely through ball, crossed back by Harvey Barnes, and Jamie Vardy on the far post, volleyed in, completed his hat-trick, and cued the mannequin. 3-0. And Leicester at this point were romping away with it. Cue scenes of absolute mayhem between the West Ham fans, who haven't been happy with their club's hierarchy over the summer transfer dealings. But when you've got Jamie Vardy in unstoppable form like this, there's just literally nobody around really that can deal with that. West Ham did pull a goal back towards the end. Sebastian Haller with a terrific solo goal. Goes past Soichu, gets one-on-one with Schmeichel, sticks it under his legs, finds the bottom corner. And that's a little bit of a glimmer of hope there for all West Ham fans, and it got one or two of the Hammers supporters off their feet at the London Stadium this afternoon. It was too little too late, mind you, as Leicester had run out comfortable winners. That on a torrid afternoon, but it was a day remembered here at the London Stadium by Jamie Vardy scoring another hat-trick and puts him top scorer of the Premier League.
Welcome to Goodison Park.
Carlo Ancelotti's first full season, and Calvert-Lewin on terrific form on opening day, smashing the ball past Dubravka for Everton's opening goal. They've reinforced Everton this season with the signings of Alan and James Rodriguez amongst others, and there's a lot of optimism around Goodison Park this season that Everton could be one of the dark horses to get into one of the European spots. That certainly looked true against the Newcastle side, devoid of any ideas. The second one created on the left by Richarlison, nice little cross back and a lovely header there by Calvert-Lewin. 2 goals in the opening 20 minutes, and it was really from then on in game over at that point because Everton were just looking unstoppable. The third and killer goal came 25 minutes from the end. Calvert-Lewin running forward. Goalkeeper made a holics of the save, and it came very nicely for Richarlison, who's challenging Jamie Vardy for the goal scoring celebration stakes there. That's his challenge for goal celebration of the season. We're only in the opening stages. We've had the mannequin and the bird flat from Vardy. Now we've had a little tippy-tappy dance from Richarlison. Everton off to a flyer. They beat Newcastle 3-0.
This is Villa Park.
Aston Villa, who stayed up on as well as the end of their team, got off to a terrific start against Southampton. John McGinn clean through for the first one. 7 and a bit minutes gone when that happened. Tremendous finish there from John McGinn. And Dean Smith has really bought well in the transfer window. Matty Cash coming in from Nottingham Forest. Tyrone Mings settling into life in his second full season at the club. But this was a terrific work. Again, terrific work there. And John McGinn, one of the old guard, if you like, sticking that in. They also spent £23 million to Dean Smith spent £23 million to get Ollie Watkins in, but Cons has proved how good a defender he is. And Shane Long was about to pull through on goal, but a good block there. Then the £23 million man from Dean Smith's former club Brentford, Ollie Watkins, got clean through and broke his duck on opening day for Aston Villa. Confident finish by a young man who I think will make big waves in the Premier League for many, many years to come. The top talent, no doubt. The third one wasn't far off. Watkins again involved, and it was the skipper who's just signed a new 5-year contract at Aston Villa, Jack Grealish, who made it 3-0. Terrific finish all around by the Villa captain, and it was all over for the Saints by the shouting. And the Saints, who stayed up in magnificent style last season by putting together a good run of games, have made a wretched start. And it wasn't going to be their day when Danny Ings missed a glorious chance. He usually buries those for breakfast, dinner and tea, and he couldn't pull one back there for Ralph Huizenhertel's men, smashing it wide from Martinez when Martinez had made a bit of a holics to the back pass, or the pass out. Then Ollie Watkins involved in the next one. John McGinn also involved, played a 1-2, and there's Ollie Watkins smashing it past the goalkeeper McCarthy, and it was game, set a match, 4-0. And that was so unerring from the former Brentford man. As I say, I think he'll be a big hit in the Premier League. Southampton did pull one back. Good work down the right by Boufal. Chipped the cross back, goalkeeper out of his ground, and Overfenny smashing it in from no more than about a centimetre range to give Southampton a little bit of consolation on a wretched afternoon for them. And then it got better for Villa. Lovely team goal this time. Target to Hourihane. And then Ollie Watkins involved again. There was his shot, well parried, and then Trezeguet following it up to finish it off. A 5-star performance from Villa, who could upset a few apple carts and could be a dark horse maybe for a top 10 position this season. I think Dean Smith's side have blended them much better than they did last season when they just about stayed up. And if they keep playing like this till the end of the season, who knows what success it might bring them in the Premier League. But they made a confident start here and have hit the Saints for 5. Aston Villa 5, Southampton 1, Villa on the way.
Welcome to the Emirates Stadium.
A tremendous local derby between two London sides, North against South, and it was Arsenal who took the lead with a tremendous volley. The goal of the day, in my opinion, from home debutant for Arsenal, Willian, showing his qualities that brought him to prominence at Chelsea. And what a bargain he has been for Arsenal thus far. Tell you what, if he gets goals like that, I think Mikel Arteta may have made the bargain signing of the summer. Aubameyang's beautiful cross, and look at that for a volley. Technique was superb, right foot. Guaita didn't stand a chance at that point, and it nestled sweetly in the corner there, nearly took the netting out. His next effort, which hit the bar, literally shut the ball. Watch this, hits it on the half volley, and look, if you look closely there, it shakes the bar. It should have been 2-0 at that point, and then 6 minutes later Palace capitalised and equalised. Well, Zaha's pass into the path of Jordan Ayew. He gets away from a defender and then smashes it past Leno, gets his first goal of the season, and put Crystal Palace back in the game. As a certain Jimmy Greaves once said, it's a funny old game. Arsenal should have been 2 up and out of sight, but Palace were let back in. It was very poor Arsenal defending, it must be said. And then Palace in the second half, 64 minutes then. Batshuayi foul, referee played on, good advantage. McCarthy then slipped in Will Zaha, went past Tierney as if he didn't exist, and then stuck it into the same corner as William had volleyed in the first half. It looks as if, for all intents and purposes, Crystal Palace were going to get all 3 points, and a shock result at the Emirates Stadium in front of a huge crowd of around about 60,000 here at the Emirates. Let's have a look at it again. Good football, as I said, good advantage played by the referee, but great skills from Zaha away from Tierney, giving him the slip for 2-1, but they couldn't hold out, unfortunately. Nicola Pepe came on as a substitute, found Lacazette, and he broke Crystal Palace hearts and took 2 points away from them with a late equaliser. And boy, did he just enjoy that. The flute celebration. We've had Vardy's, we've had Jamie Vardy's, and we've had Richarlison. Now add Lacazette's flute to the list. Good finish as well. Palace will be gutted by this. As for Arsenal, they'll be delighted they got a point out of it. Plenty of work to do, but Williams' goal was certainly the pick of the bunch this weekend. 2-2 it finished. Manchester United into their second full season with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the wheel of the bus, and his bus got into perfect motion as Martial teed up Luke Shaw in the 15th minute to give Manchester United at that point a deserved lead. They dominated Sheffield United mostly from start to finish, and Luke Shaw from 6 yards beat Aaron Ramsdale quite easily. It was soon 2-0, 27 minutes in, Martial through, and the Frenchman making no mistake in at the near post. Ramsdale will be crestfallen by that, he certainly was there. Martial delighted about that. He really needs to have a big season, does the Frenchman, if he's going to stake a claim to being the central striker at the club. But he got away from his man there, and that was a cool finish. Now a good moment for Aaron Ramsdale coming up now. Rashford's cross, Martial poised to make it 3, smashes it from 6 yards, but from point blank range Aaron Ramsdale comes up with the save, I believe, of the weekend. Sheffield United did come close, but that was the best they got. Ollie Norwood's free kick. Now some more heroic Bournemouth goalkeeper in his second spell at Sheffield United. But then Donny van Beek came on as a substitute, and he claimed a wonderful assist for Mason Greenwood to get his first goal of the season and make it 3-0 to Manchester United with just 5 minutes left to play. And that's how the game finished. A lovely ball by Van Beek, straight into the action straight away, and already an assist to his name. Great work by him. Great work for Manchester United. The wheels are turning on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's bus, and they're turning in more or less the right direction. As for Chris Wilder's men, plenty of work to do for next week.
Thank you for attending today's match. Will you please make sure...
Well, Fulham fans, you've waited long enough, so here you are, a reward for you. A terrific run at Brighton yesterday, and it was a dominating Alexander Mitrovic, and it was a terrific goal, and it put Fulham on the road to glory on their return to the Premier League. They're further than newly promoted sides, getting off to a very good start. Remember, Leeds and West Brom have picked up a win and a draw each, and Fulham got off to a perfect start. From Matt Ryan's goal kick, the ball played through and the offside trap broken. Then into the second half, Fulham won up at half time, remember. Then Brighton came out like an express train in the second half and really attacked the Cottagers, and Maupay's ball in, and former Liverpool man Adam Lallana missing a golden opportunity to make it 1-1, and that was the best that the Seagulls could manage, because from Brighton's corner, Lallana is through there. It's a good save, in fact, by Araloa, who made a really good save. But then Brighton get caught out, pushing too many bodies forward. Mitrovic this time turns provider. And Cabano has a clear run at Matt Ryan. And he makes no mistake. Right up into that left-hand corner. And 3,000 Fulham fans going absolutely mad with glee. And that was the point sealed. It could have been so different at the other end if Lallana's shot had gone in. But as it turned out, Brighton pulled too many men forward and paid the ultimate penalty. Then the third goal with about 14 minutes to play. Caballero with an enterprising run on the left. Mitrovic on the volley. Right foot. There you are. Thank you very much. See you later. We'll have 3 points back to the cottage. And Alexander Mitrovic scores again one of the goals of the day. I hope it was well worth the wait, Fulham fans. A great victory for Fulham. Had to survive 1 or 2 opportunities from Adam Lallana, but a very convincing win as it turned out from Fulham, who were very clinical in front of goal. And Mitrovic starts the season off in fine form, in fine fettle, with a fantastic brace. Great result for Fulham, who will go into that game against Spurs next week full of confidence. Thanks, John. And this is the league table as things stand after 1 game each. Villa with that 5-goal blast are top on goal difference. Everton with their victory yesterday also top. Fulham had a good win. Manchester United leads. That's shocking. With a real shocker over Manchester City. Leicester and Burnley also complete the top 7. At the bottom end of the table, look at some of these teams. Southampton bottom. Liverpool in the bottom half. Man City in the bottom half. But there's still a long way yet to go, and who knows what might happen. And before we go, just to remind you, not you need reminding with all the adverts that we brought you during the afternoon, but just to remind you, the same time next week, next Sunday, we have live coverage from Selhurst Park of Crystal Palace and Everton, who looked round from sparkling form at Goodison Park yesterday. They'll be our main event next week. Crystal Palace against Everton, live here on JB Sports, same time next Sunday afternoon. But here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this afternoon, Tottenham looked dead and buried at 2-0, but then the comeback came. Harry Kane got one back, and Steven Bergwijn, a substitute, came on at Jose Mourinho's request and rescued Spurs a point. Who said Mourinho wasn't a tactical masterclass? Was a tactical genius? Anyway, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.